everyone out there in podcast land, and welcome to the next episode of the Dental Practice Fixers Podcast. I'm your co-host, Dr. Richard Madow, and I'm here with
Dr. David Madow. What is going on, everybody? Thanks so much for being with us. We have a great episode today. 2 fantastic calls and maybe a couple cool things in between. So let's get it going right now.
Hey, I just want to say, I had a doctor's appointment a few days ago.
Oh, really? Sorry.
And no, it was nothing. It was everything's fine. Everything's fine. But when I finished the appointment, it was actually a technician, and she said, she handed me a piece of paper and said, take this up to the front desk. And it was one of those offices where the halls are kind of narrow. They've got a room here and a room there. And I can't say I was totally lost, but it would have been so much of a nicer touch if she had taken 5 seconds and just said, let me walk you up to the front desk. And I did feel a little bit lost for a couple seconds, and I felt a little bit uncared for. Has that ever happened to you at a doctor's appointment of any kind?
I remember, it's funny you say that. I remember that always used to happen in my old dermatology office. Basically, once she finished with me, she would leave the room and would not even give me any instructions. I would be on my own to figure out, okay, it must be finished now. I've got to go to the front, wherever the front is, because I'm back in this back room somewhere. So I absolutely understand what happened.
Isn't that unbelievable? So Dr. Pimple Popper did the same thing.
Same thing, exactly. I think maybe that's normal. Is that normal in medicine?
I think it's normal. Well, normal doesn't necessarily mean good, but
right.
I think it's typical, and I think it's typical in dentistry too. I think we do it sometimes, and I just wanted to bring that point home that you should never have a wanderer in your office.
And practice the 10-foot rule if you can, please.
Yeah, please. Definitely. Well, and they kind of go along with one another.
They do. They definitely do. No
wanderers and the 10-foot rule. Okay, we've got a couple cool calls for you. One of them is very short. One of them's a little long. Can you tell ahead of time which grade they will get based on whether it's short or long? See if you can formulate a guess. All right, ready, man? Why don't we do the short one first? I think that's yours.
Oh, you want to do the short one first? Okay, sure.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hi, yes. Could you tell me, please, how much it is for a cleaning with an initial time coming in, please?
It would be $330. That's the cleaning, exam, and x-rays.
Oh, perfect. $330, you say?
Yes.
Great. Okay, thank you so much for that.
You bet.
Sure.
Bye.
Bye.
You bet. Bye.
That was the best line ever. You bet. I mean...
And then, bye. You bet that patient's never coming in is what you bet.
Was it umbai? Was it umbai?
It was like a little bit of a umbai. You bet. Umbai.
I mean, it was a short call. It was it was like one of the simplest of the simplest. How much is it for a cleaning for a new patient? It was $300 some, which I think would probably scare a lot of callers. But
I agree,
still,
$330 for exam cleaning.
Yeah.
They always say for exam cleaning and x-rays.
Exam cleaning and x-rays. But still, again, Rich, we've talked about this so many times. Somebody calling for a fee on a cleaning is not... they're a shopper, but shoppers are good, and a shopper means somebody that's probably looking for a new dentist. You don't just have a hobby of calling dental offices all over the area asking for how much a cleaning is. There's a reason somebody calls for that information.
I agree. I think it's time for a major attitude adjustment. And instead of saying this person's a shopper or this person's calling asking for fees or prices or whatever you want to say, think to yourself, out of all the dental practices around here, of which there are so many, this person called my office because for some reason they heard something, they saw a marketing piece, they drove by for whatever reason, they called this office, and I'm going to do my absolute best to make sure they become a patient here. If this person who answered the phone was told this, look, every time someone calls, if they're not a patient yet, do your absolute best to get them in this office. Would she have said, yes, that was my absolute best?
I would hope not. Now, maybe she thought that was her best, but that was pathetic.
Right.
I mean, absolutely pathetic.
She answered the question. That's not, there's so much more to it. And if she played it right, she wouldn't have even had to answer the question, which we can get to maybe at another time. But she did not do her absolute best. She treated you like you were an annoyance to her day.
Rich, when we were speaking in Denver a short time ago, somebody asked a simple question. So if somebody asks for a fee for a cleaning. What do you say? And we were speaking, so we didn't have like a whole lot of time to go through like the whole dialogue. But the first thing that anybody should say when somebody says how much is a cleaning is something like, it doesn't have to be these exact words, but something like, thanks so much for calling. It seems like you're looking for a new dentist. And just that alone is going to be different than any other office that who knows how they're going to answer it.
Right. It kind of flips
it
to a very pleasant conversation and one that shows this potential new patient that you really care about them. And then just take it from there.
And can you imagine if she would have just said that phrase and then even given a fee after that? But, there are better things to do, of course, but just on that and then ask for the appointment. There would have been, it would have been probably at least a 50% chance or 100% better chance I would have signed up for an appointment.
Right. It says that you're looking for a new dentist. Let me tell you a little bit about our fantastic practice. Just
what's your name?
Oh my God.
What's your name? What's your first name?
Wow. One day because people are continually asking us to call their practice. One day we're going to call a practice. And maybe it'll be a listener to the podcast, and they'll say something like, oh, it seems like you're looking for a new dentist. Welcome to our practice. Let me tell you a little bit about Dr. Jones, blah, 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 blah. Could it ever happen, ever, ever, ever?
Well, I'll tell you something. When that happens, it's going to be like, we're going to act like it's the Publishers Clearinghouse, like $1 trillion winner. Like, ding, ding, ding,
Right,
ding, 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 ding. You won.
We'll come to your practice with a big check.
That would actually be pretty cool.
It would be great. So hopefully everybody's getting the message here.
Yeah.
The next call is a little bit longer, and I won't say a lot better, or I won't say just as bad. You'll have to judge for yourselves. But before we do that, Dave, why don't you tell people something really cool and really important?
Yeah. So thanks, Rich. We've got something set up now. It is like Rich said. I can't say anything, but it's really cool and really important. You can be a member of our VIP list, which means, if you're already listening to us here, you're loving what you're hearing, hopefully. But if you want to take it to that next level and find out more about what's going on in dentistry, more about how you can grow your practice, simply text the word VIP. Text the word VIP to this number, 443-312-2014. And our great producer, Rory, I'm sure is going to put that number right down here so you don't have to listen and memorize it, but it's 443-312-2014. Text the word VIP in big capital letters. If you want to give us your name and tell us if you're a doctor, that is great. You don't have to, but giving us your name and saying if you're a doctor or not is a plus. Once you're on our VIP list, first of all, we promise never, ever to abuse that phone number. We're going to put you on our list where about once a week or so, sometimes twice a week, you'll get some information, some really great practice building stuff from the Madow Center and from the Dental Practice Fixers. You will love it. You'll find out more about our masterclass, about our Circle 30 that we've got going on. Too much to explain right now, but some real good stuff you're going to get into.
Hey, since I think most of our listeners and not viewers, because you can watch or you can view, why don't you say that number again a lot more slowly?
Okay, I will do that. Yeah, thanks. It's 443-312-2014, because that's right. If you're not watching the video, I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at Rich's beautiful piano behind him. I'm thinking like most people watch us on YouTube, but maybe they don't. Maybe a lot of people like you are listening to us on your way into work or in the car or in the gym. So you might not be able to see it. So I repeated it 3 times. If you don't have it now, go back and rewind and get that number and just text the word VIP to that number.
I used to listen to podcasts in the gym. I kind of got back to music. I like podcasts in the car and music in the gym. That's kind of my new.
I like that
I don't
combo.
know about you.
That's a pretty cool combo. Not bad.
Yep.
I'll give you a not bad.
Not bad. Okay, hey, let's get to our next call, which really quickly, I just want to let you know.
Rich, by the way, we forgot something. We totally forgot something, which it's going to take us 10 seconds or less. F2, fail. She failed. Okay, next, go ahead.
She's in the F troop. You're probably using Care Credit in your practice, but you might not know that your Care Credit rep can help you with all kinds of things other than just patient financing. They can actually tell you how you stand along with other offices in your community as far as utilization of third-party financing and a bunch of other statistics too. They can come into your practice, do a nice in-service on a number of topics. Just ask your Care Credit rep what they can do to help your practice. And even if she or he says, hey, we're gonna bring the bagels or bring the lunch, I'm gonna suggest you spring for it, just to be nice, but hey, That's your choice. My point is, we've been working with Care Credit for decades. We use them in our own practices. They can help you with so much more than patient financing. So talk to your Care Credit rep, see what they can do to help your practice. That's all I'm going to say about that, because you're probably already good buddies with your rep, so make it happen. Okay, let's do our next call. I gotta pull it up here on my fancy screen. Wow, so many things going on in Mission Control here. Okay, there it is. She immediately put me on hold. You couldn't hear the beginning of the call. It didn't record for some reason. But she just answered very bluntly, like dental office, blah, 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 hold. Boom. And now I'm on hold. And do you hear anything?
I hear your voice.
Exactly. we're not hearing any kind of on-hold messaging, even some nice, peaceful music. Nothing. I don't even know if this connection still exists. You know, sometimes you worry, wow, did they hang up on me? We don't know. Hold, hold, hold. And I wonder what she's doing. Here's the question. Do you do veneers? Hold, please.
Oh, did you already ask the
How
question?
can I help you?
Hi, do you do veneers there?
I'm sorry?
Do you do veneers? Oh, sorry about that. Can you hear that now?
Yes, I can hear you a little better now.
I think I have a phone problem.
It cuts off a little. I don't know why, but yeah, I can still understand what you're saying. Right?
Oh, good. Do you do veneers in your office?
Yes, we do.
Good. And how much are they?
Honestly, on the veneers, let me see if I have it somewhere here. Give me 1 second, okay?
Sure.
Because the girl that does the treatment plans, she's not in. But let me see if I can get you a quote, okay?
Okay, sure.
And is it for the whole upper or
I think it's for either 6 or 8 upper teeth.
about 6 or 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay. I love how when the question was asked, do you do veneers, she just said, yes, we do, and then paused, like she was waiting for something big to happen there.
Now, what is she doing now?
Another long hold.
You're on hold again.
Yeah, but you can't tell. It's just silence.
Right. That's
Crickets,
crickets,
as they would say.
That's what I was questioning.
In real life, IRL, I think the patient would have hung up by this point.
Oh,
It just seemed like they don't know what's going on.
yeah. She doesn't really have interest in getting a new veneer patient into practice.
And 6 to 8 veneers, this is a big patient.
It's a big case.
Big time.
I don't know if it's a big patient, but it's a big case.
It could be both.
I mean, really, what is she doing at this point? Is she helping somebody else at the front desk? Is she like checking somebody out?
I think she's asking somebody else, hey, the schmucko wants to know how much veneers are. What do I tell them? It's just my guess. This is an excruciating amount of time to hold.
I mean, I wonder if she's going on like buying mutual funds or something at this point from her broker.
Maybe I think she's Googling how much are veneers.
I mean, really, what is going on?
Hello?
Oh, hi. Oh,
Hi. Okay. So the veneers, they range approximately from 900, and then if you want to change it to like a better material, it goes up.
So 900, is that for all 6 or just for 1?
No, per veneer.
Per veneer. And then, okay, but that's not the good material?
Well, if you want it all porcelain, which is cosmetically, if you're gonna wear them like on the anteriors, the upper anteriors, it's better to do the all porcelain, just because I believe the other ones, the $900, are porcelain and metal on the inside.
Ooh, so you have metal on the
wow.
inside of your front.
that's not going to be very nice looking.
So yeah, like I don't know if you ever had any crowns done, but there's crowns that are metal with porcelain.
Right. Yeah.
And
I
if
think I
you
have
want,
one.
if you were to want like the whole porcelain, you're looking at approximately, just an estimate, 1,100 each. But I'm pretty sure if you're getting a couple of them, you will have to talk to the girl and see what you guys could work out. But the girl that does the treatment planning is not in, and you would have to come in for a consultation.
I see. So
And then you guys can move forward from there. But I'm just giving you like an estimate price.
right. So you're giving me an estimate, but the girl might be able to work something out.
Yeah, you might be able to if you're doing several of them, then you can see.
I got you. Well, great. That is very helpful. Thanks so much for the information.
No problem, sir.
Okay, bye now.
Uh-huh.
Bye. Oh boy.
That was very helpful. Yeah, she was
Unbelievable.
She was very, very helpful.
She was. But she wasn't. But she didn't know as much as the girl. I have to wait for the girl. I think it's time we stop using terms like the girl. The girl? What is this?
Who is the girl?
You got to be kidding me.
Who was the girl?
Just picture like an 8-year-old skipping to the office with a lunchbox. The girl is here.
I'll tell you something, man. I mean, I don't. It's like a broken record, kind of. Like, you know, you called and you need a lot of veneers in the upper anterior. The upper anteriors. The upper anteriors. Like a patient even knows what that means. The upper anteriors. I love how she sang it though. That was cute. I wonder if the girl could have done it any better. And I don't know. Is anybody doing porcelain fused to metal veneers these days? Maybe. It sounds like this office might be.
What? She had no idea what she was talking about. You should never go clinical on the phone. But if you do, you should at least know what you're talking about.
If you do.
Which you shouldn't.
I mean, other than saying that was an unmitigated disaster, I don't know what else. I mean, I think all of our listeners can tell that was a blown call, a blown opportunity. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. You know, you could talk about her, you know, English wasn't her first language. Okay, I get that. It's fine. It's all right.
Her English was absolutely fine. I'm not using that as an excuse. She was 100% fluent in English.
It was a little hard for me to understand the call at some points, but did she say something about, like, if you want to wear the veneers or something like that? Yeah. If you want to wear the veneers in the front or something like that. I mean, you know, that's, you know, I think that's just because English wasn't her first language, though. You don't really wear the veneers. You know, it's not something you take on and off.
She communicated completely perfectly. You know, I'm not going there. I think her communication skills were excellent. She said exactly what she wanted to say. And you know, which was asking how many veneers you need, telling you that if you just get the regular material, they're going to be ugly. But so we're trying to bait and switch you to a better material, which the whole thing was ridiculous.
Yeah, she failed. I mean, there's nothing else to say other than she was horrible. She failed, and she missed an opportunity to get a several $1,000 new patient right off the bat in the office. She totally failed at it. And the doctor's in the back saying, "Oh, Maria is so, whatever her name is. Maria is so great. She's such a good front desk woman." And that, you know.
And let's not forget that the only reason I held during those 2 excruciatingly long holds was because this was a secret shopper call.
Right.
Anybody else would have hung up. So we wouldn't have even gotten to hear this disaster if it were a real patient.
Right. So I'm glad we did.
Glad we heard the disaster. F-, horrendous
Fail.
on so many fronts.
Fail.
Just horrendous. Okay, there you have it. If you want us to call your practice, please let us know. info@madow.com always gets to us. It's an easy one. info@madow, MADOW.com. We want to thank you for listening or watching to the Dental Practice Fixers podcast. Tell your friends, and if you could do us a favor, just go on whatever service you're using and give us a good rating, a 5-star on iTunes, a thumbs up on YouTube, whatever it is. We would really, really appreciate it. Thanks so much, everyone. I'm Dr. Richard Madow.
I'm Dr. David Madow. Till next time, we will see you later.